Welcome back to the Core Cars News Tech Lab. Today we'll be doing a little special edition, diving into one topic I see popping up a lot, especially on social media sites like X, out there. People speculating about Fubo being sold. Now, I think a lot of this is investors hoping that that's their goal of an exit if they're in the stock price with that. But I think there's actually a lot here that we need to break down. So let's take a quick minute and dive into that. But first, if you like what we do here, we try to help people understand the world of cord cutting, to help them break free from the high cost of TV, yet still watch the shows they enjoy. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you like what we do here. All right, let's talk about Fubo. Fubo has been one of the longer running live TV streaming services, emphasizing heavily into the sports side of things with it, but also a good amount of entertainment content with it. Fubo has made a big name for itself recently by challenging the new live TV streaming service from Fox, Warner Bros. Discovery, and Disney. Venue Sports would have offered 16 live channels of just sports out there with that. Now, many speculated that this would be a very big death blow to Fubo if it did launch, and Fubo even said so. It would cause irreparable harm to them if it was successfully launched. They've argued for years they've wanted to do the same thing, and these companies have prevented them from doing it. Now, though, their stock price is down pretty far, though it's been coming back up nicely at the end of the year compared to where it started at the year, but still down. And that's raised a lot of speculations that they could be a target for takeover. But there's a lot of problems with this. Starting off with, I've been asked, what do I think of this? And that's what I'm going to try to go over. But start off with a big issue here. And that is, there's a history of no one wanting to buy services like this. PlayStation Vue, one of the more successful at the time, one of the largest live TV streaming services, suddenly got pulled, went up for sale, no one bought it, and it was eventually scrapped. And some of the technology was sold off in pieces, but we're talking very low pricing, and actually T-Mobile reportedly bought some of the contracts. They launched their TV service. That immediately failed using those contracts, and it resulted in them getting out of the business very quickly. Vidgo, another one. Money troubles, struggle to get off the ground, struggle to find fundraising, went up for sale by all reports, failed to find a bidder, and now has been out of business for over a year, which is quite shocking. But out of service for a year, but the business is still there. No one seems to be interested in buying it. So that raises the question, why do people seem to be not interested in these live TV streaming services? I think that's twofold. Number one, to our knowledge, none of them are profitable with this. We have no information of any of these live TV services like YouTube TV, Hulu, Fubo, and the like being profitable. YouTube TV may be the one that's closest at reportedly 8 million subscribers. A far cry from the almost 2 million now, I think, but still in the ones. Somebody correct me if I got the subscriber count now for Fubo with that. Hulu Plus Live TV is reportedly still not profitable. Sling TV is reportedly not profitable, and the like. I think profitability is a big issue, but increasingly the other issue is people moving away from live TV services. For example, the majority of new cord cutters do not subscribe to a replacement service like YouTube TV or Fubo. Instead, they're going directly to on-demand services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu On Demand, and the like, by a staggering majority. I think it's really coming down to the fact that many cord cutters, even if they get a live TV service, it's almost like a stepping bridge. Like, hey, we're at cable, we'll get something kind of like cable, and then we'll go down to on-demand. If you're not a sports fan, people are moving to on-demand only. And I think that's scaring investors, because I think what we're seeing here is a lot of investors saying they don't believe in the future that services like this are how people are going to watch sports. Instead, I think we're going to see increasingly where sports leagues create their own streaming service, and you'll get an NFL package and you get all the NFL games. You get a Major League Baseball package through MLB.TV, and you get all the games. I've heard many investors speculate about that. And I think that's also why companies are saying, I don't know if this is the future. Why buy a company heavily laden in debt when we don't really see much of a future in the long run? We're talking 10 plus years from now. And I think the last thing here is an issue of who would be interested in this. When you can, launch your own service to a point, but with that, or if you're already established, a lot of people say, well, why doesn't Google buy Fubo for YouTube TV? And the question would be, Why? They already have YouTube TV. Fubo's not profitable, has a lot of debt. Why buy it? Now, there are a lot going for Fubo. Fubo does have certain patents and technologies that they could sell, break it off independently there. They do have. They also have over 1 million subscribers. That's not easy to do. There's a lot of streaming services that have never had 1 million subscribers for niche, smaller services. But we'll have to keep a close eye on this. What pros and cons here for a company to buy Fubo versus doing it themselves versus, I think this is why I heard a lot when PlayStation Vue went up for sale, when companies that were streaming competitors looked at it, they said this, hey, I could buy PlayStation Vue for millions or maybe even $1 billion, depending, what Sony really wanted from that. There's some debate. And then just to get my hands on a million, 2 million subscribers. Or I could let it go out of business. Those customers are obviously going to go find something new, and a good chunk of those will come to me. Probably a better business deal to just let them fail, let the customers come to me instead of trying to buy them. Let's be honest, I buy them, many customers are unhappy with the way we do it because they don't like it because it's different from what they had, and they leave. So I think that's a big thing. So headwinds, not profitable. Little value for a lot of people to buy it. Pros, or to buy it if you're a competitor and saying, hey, they may go out of business for a situation like PlayStation Vue versus just saying, well, I'll let them go out and then I'll get their customers one way or the other. Also with that, there's a lot of positives here. You got a lot of patents and technologies. You do have a subscriber base there, but you have the big question hanging over you. Would Fubo be profitable? We'll have to keep a close eye on this. You leave me a comment, let me know. Do you think it's worth Fubo being sold? One of the big names out there has been Amazon buying them. That raises a question though. Does this fit into Amazon's mission? Everything Amazon has done about streaming has been about promoting people to subscribe to Prime in order for them to buy more items on Amazon Prime through Amazon. I don't see that with Fubo because it would need to be a separate subscription. I don't think they could cover the cost of that with Prime. Prime's already a bit of a loss leader with this. And so I don't think that would work because I don't think they would get a ton of people who would just get Prime for shipping and start using Fubo, or get Fubo and then start buying Prime. Just some money issues there. I don't think that fits into their strategy. Now, investment bankers may. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Well, that's it for today. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Do you think Fubo would sell? Who would buy it? I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care, be safe, and I'll talk to you all again real soon.